Well, fresh baked after a couple of weeks off, our construction updates are back, and we're starting what's left really. Marvel Land, Avengers Campus. That's pretty much all that is going on these days, with the exception of a few minor repairs here and there, or minor projects. So that is where we will begin our study this week, and this is a long view from the Pixar Pal Around of Avengers Campus. And from this perspective, you can see that quite a bit has. Well, I should say it's very full. There's a lot going on down there. I don't know what it is exactly, but the place is fuller than it was maybe just a few weeks ago. We'll pause here. Looks busy, right? I mean, there's a lot going on here, and you can see where it's. For me, it's the tonal change, the color change that I noticed the most from this long perspective. The place overall is whiter than it was a month ago, let's say, and that's because they've added more finishes, more layers to the steel. You take a look at a month ago, and that's a very steel-looking thing. Not a lot of white. You come back to this month, all that white suggests that they're starting to put, facades up, and we're going to see this, and we're going to look in a little more detail here in a minute as we focus in on a couple areas, and there's some things that we noticed. But as we move on, try to grab some focus here somewhere. Oh, by the way, I am drifting to the right. Just look soon. A building should start getting constructed in the right third of the frame there behind Luigi's. Okay, so coming back over to here to the SpiderMan attraction. Look at that. Do you see it? That. Our first bit of actual cosmetic scenery. It's amazing, right? I didn't think we'd be seeing it at this point. We are, by best estimates, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 months away from opening. From what I'm hearing is summer of 2020. This is the very first bit of actual, finished product. That's the brickwork outside of the SpiderMan attraction. You look at the concept art. I believe it's way over here, past the arc reactor, to the far right of the building. I think that's about where we're seeing that brickwork. Pretty cool, right? Here's another view. Actually, this isn't the same building. It's on the opposite side, but Web Suppliers has also the same brickwork. We're going to see more of that coming soon. So let's come back around. We're going to start focusing in a little bit on the common area. Well, there's all that white that I was talking about. There's a lot of drywall and things of that nature. That's what the white is, really, is a lot of drywall. Things of that nature coming up, and oh my gosh, look at all that. It's a beehive. It's a beehive of activity. There's that blue guy moving something around. I don't know what that is. By the way, the Pixar Pal Around was too slow or not very busy, so it didn't stop. So it was a moving target constantly when I was filming. Okay, I want to stop right here because you can see there's some cinder block type walls being erected. Dustin pointed these out, who helps us with our construction updates. He pointed out those brick walls and he said, that's right about where it sort of sets the outer definition of the Doctor Strange attraction. And if we look at the concept art, focus in a little bit, right about where these umbrellas are. And while we're at it, let's take a look at this concept art to kind of get ourselves ready for what we're about to see constructed, because it's helpful so that we can spot things in the future as they're built. But this is something I didn't notice before myself. There appears to be like a proper entrance. This area here where they're building the cinder blocks is closed off to guests. Guests can't access the area from there. It looks like you access right here. There's like an archway being built through this, I think, trees or some sort of landscaped area. You go through the landscaped area, past the Avengers logo, underneath the arch, and then the Doctor Strange attraction area will reveal itself to you. You won't be able to see it, I don't think, from the ground, not until you go through the entrance. And then it's surrounded by all these, I don't know what those are. What do they call those? Those floating, I don't even know how many sided, 12, 10 dodecahedron? I mean, right? Where do those appear? I've only seen Doctor Strange a couple times, so do those appear in the film at all, or in the, where can I reference those in some kind of Marvel content? Guys, let me know. And then back here in this other landscaped area, Dustin also noticed, and I hadn't really paid attention to this before myself, all that landscaping appears to have a lot of lights happening. So I would assume, in addition to this one big bright light right there, which that's got to be all part of the show, I wonder if guests are going to be able to go in there and walk amongst that landscaped area. That's a lot of space to not have guests go. And as a matter of fact, look at this. I didn't notice this before. Is that like a bridge or a gated area? This looks like it's being, sort of filtered. Like guests you're trying to filter guests either into that area, perhaps from web suppliers even? No, can't be. I don't know. That's an interesting thing to watch out for. This is curious. I feel like guests will be able to go in this area. And I wonder if that will include this structure that we haven't seen them built yet. I mean, it looks like it's part of the show, but it also looks very Avenger-y and not very magic-y, Doctor Stranger-y. It looks Avenger-y, that building does. So I wonder how that connects with that's definitely in that area, though. It looks like the kind of thing that you would see in Star Wars Battlefront. You go to one of the forest planets, and they've built a base somewhere in the middle of the forest, and that's like how you get in. Okay, I got a little off tangent there, or off topic. Let's continue as we pull out. Now, here's an interesting thing. We'll stop right here again right now to show you. I don't know why I wanted to observe this area just, a month ago was strictly steel, as you'll recall. But now it looks like they're starting to apply a finish to that. They've got everything wrapped up as though it had been painted or something to that effect. And if we look at the concept art again, I'm not exactly sure where to place this. That, it's an X of some sort. If we go back, here's your angular building that defines the far left of the structure. So if we go back here, that's got to be this area right here. So I'm going to guess you've got this section. Okay, it's got to be this area right there. Right about where Cap is standing over. That's my guess. It does come out from the structure there a little bit too. So I'm guessing that's what they're building right there, is that angular portion. Is it possible? Can they be done in 6 to 8 months? Or are we looking at end of 2020? Huh. All right, so that's Avengers Campus this week. We'll be back next week, hopefully, to look at more of that. I want to take you over to Disneyland. I noticed trees missing a lot, and there's a tree missing. This is where the geese hang out. This is over by Pixie Hollow. There used to be a tree here blocking the view of the castle. And there, now that the tree is no longer there, I don't know if it was for sightlines, why they decided to move that tree. I mean, there had to be a reason. I'm going to assume it was a sightline issue. For fireworks, perhaps they wanted to create more views for fireworks to kind of relieve some of that congestion that happens, when the show goes off. Because the hub and, the entrance to Tomorrowland and Frontierland are just ridiculous at those times of the evening. So just trying to create a little bit more views, I guess. I'm not sure how. I don't like to see trees removed, but I guess the reason for that. And you'll notice if we move back to, the new area for the Astro Orbiter or for Tomorrowland entrance, now that the French fry rocks are gone, they've created this lovely little sight line that I really dig. You can see all the way to Small World now from the area where the French fry rocks used to be. You couldn't see anything like this before. I find this lovely. Hopefully it stays. You guys remember these things? Nothing's happening here. The scrims are down. They've stopped trying to hide it. The scrims are down. They came down because of the weather, but now I don't see anything happening there. So I'm not sure what to expect what the plan is here. I do think they're just gonna refinish it the way it was. Same for Tomorrowland. The stairs are still under construction. That progress is going. I'm not even going to bother going up there today. The stairs are still under construction, but that's all it's going to be. It's just stairs. Nothing else happening there. You probably heard by now, Haunted Mansion is going down for 2 months, maybe more. I've heard as late as May that the Haunted Mansion will be closed for refurb. So just reminding you here, if you didn't see our video on this before, look for Haunted Mansion to be closed until possibly May. I've also heard, nothing's been reported, but the Carousel may be closed during that same time, up to spring, May. So look out for that. Over to Toy Story, it's a ghost town. The new parking lot for Toy Story is a ghost town. Nothing's happening. I haven't seen anybody working on this for days now. It just looks vacant and unused. But you can see that they've closed off. This is the old bus path, the path that we used to take just a week ago. They've fenced that off. The buses are now on a new path. Now they collect on the other side of the empty area by, there it is. Yeah, there they are. Those buses are coming from the empty bus extension way over there. Interesting. By the way, where they are is by this lot, which was supposed to be additional parking. They haven't done anything here. They announced this more than a year ago, maybe 2, that they were going to use this for parking, but nothing has happened still. But it does look like it's ready for parking, but it's very much sequestered from the other lot, which is strange. It's like a separate path. I don't know how they're going to direct people back here. But there's another, I don't know, a couple thousand parking spaces there. You can see they got signs ready, guest parking only, and it may flood. You can't see it. The camera doesn't show the depth, but it drops down about 6 feet. You go down a little hill, so that place will flood. And look, yeah, so there's Buzz Lightyear. This is definitely an extension of the Buzz lot, but still can't park there. Anyway, there you go, Fresh Baked. That's our update this week on construction progress around the Disneyland Resort. Hopefully we'll have more things to check out in the weeks to come. Until then, thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification button. And like this video and share it with your friends. We'll see you next time, guys. Fresh Baked. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!